Hello, my darlings. I'm back. And I have, let's adjust this. I don't want the room to be crooked. There. I have one of your favorite authors, I know, and probably one of your favorite books. But you've never heard me read it, and I'm really excited to read it to you because I love it so much. And it's Don't Let the Pigeon Stay Up Late. And it's our responsibility to keep that pigeon from staying up late, and it's hard. And of course, it's written by our beloved Mo Willems, who also drew the pictures. Should we just have a moment for Mo? Mo, thank you so much. You're so awesome. We love you so much. And we do. So one of the things I love that he does, he always does amazing things, is look, this is pictures of clouds, end page, spine. And notice that they're kind of pink because the sun's going down, so it's almost bedtime. So I'm going to jump ahead and show you the very end of the book and how clever he is. It's nighttime. It's time for that pigeon to be asleep. So isn't that fabulous? He really plays with even the end pages and the, night, evening. I love to look for things like that in books. So we start right in the very beginning. There's the pigeon's, well, let's just call him his daddy or his favorite grown-up or the guy that takes care of him. And he says to us, "Oh, okay, good, it's you. Listen, it's getting late and I need to brush my teeth. Could you do me a favor?" We say yes. Do you want to say yes? Yes, or not, just nod your head. Yes, we'll do you a favor. And then he says the title of the book as what he's saying. Don't let the pigeon stay up late. We go, okay. Guess I can do that. And then he thanks us because he's very polite. And he says, thanks. And he does the thumbs up. Do you want to do that? Thanks. He's very polite. And then the pigeon just starts talking because he's awesome. And he says, first of all, I'm not even tired. He's working on us already, right? And he said, in fact, I'm in the mood for a hot dog party. I'm definitely in the mood for a hot dog party. And then we say, and then he says, what do you say? What did you say to him? He's wondering. And then he says, you said no? You said no to me? And then he says, do you want to fold your arms over your chest? I can't really do it because I'm holding the book, but it's like, He has a good mad look. Then he works a different angle and he says, I hear there's a really good show tonight on TV about birds. Shall we watch it? And then he goes on to say, which he thought would help convince us, it should be very educational. If we watch this show, I'll learn things, and I know you want me to learn things. And then he says, okay, how about 5 more minutes? Just five more minutes, can we do that? And then he says, come on, what's 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things? What's 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things? When you think about it, he's a good convincer. But then he stifles a tiny little yawn. And then he says, what? He's hoping we didn't see him yawn. And then he yells, and the reason I know he yells is these words are huge. Look at these huge words. I'm not tired. He doesn't sound tired. Then he starts a different tactic. You know, we just never really get to talk anymore, the two of us. I just love talking with you. And then he says, I know, tell me about your day. Just tell me how your day was. I want to hear everything. And then he starts flapping his wings and just getting very excited. And he said, oh, I've got a great idea. I've got such a great idea. His wings are flapping. And he says, we could count the stars. Let's go out. It's a clear night. We can count all the stars. Then we have 8 different examples of how he's trying to convince us. First he says, can I have a glass of water? Then he says, studies show that pigeons hardly ever really need sleep. Then he says, it's the middle of the day in China. And then he says, how about I go to bed early tomorrow instead of tonight? Then he says, I love this one. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this here pigeon just won't go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this here pigeon just won't go. Hey, hey. He knows how to protest. And then he just resorts to, please. See how long the please is? And then he's got his pet bunny, and he says, my bunny wants to stay up too. Both of us, really, come on. And then he says, you can't say no to a bunny, can you? My bunny wants to, come on. And then he has the biggest yawn you've ever seen in print. I mean it. There he is yawning. He drops his bunny because he's just yawning so much. And it's, you know how big the yawn is because it's that big of a word. And that word is yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Oh, I'm so sleepy that he couldn't suppress that yawn. Then he says, okay, that was not a yawn. That was not a yawn. And then he says, I was just stretching. That's all. Wasn't a yawn. I just like to stretch. Then he says, and then he yawns, I'm 110% awake. And then he says, you haven't heard the last of me. How tired does he look? The bunny's even tired. His eyes are almost closed, little pigeon. And then he falls asleep while his head is still up. And you know what? It's all the Z's, and it's the snore. Should we do a snore? Here's my snore. Shh. And right then, our friend comes back, and he sees the pigeons asleep, and he says, great work. Thanks. He thinks we did such great work, and I guess we did. We tired the pigeon out. That's for sure. He kind of tired us out too, didn't he? And then the man says to us, good night, and we're left with the last picture. And there's the pigeon all tucked away in his little bed with his bunny, and he's dreaming in his dream bubble. He is having a hot dog party with his bunny while he dreams. So he finally got the hot dog party that he wanted in the very first part. So that just shows you how good imagination is that if you don't get it in your waking hours, you maybe get what you want when you dream about it. I love imagination. And then, of course, we have that wonderful nighttime clouds because he went to sleep. Thank you for listening to this book with me. I love that pigeon. You know, that's the first book that I bought for my grandchild when my grandchild was born, was a Don't Let the Pigeon, but it was Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. So someday I may read that to you too. I love Mo Willems. I love his pigeon series. Thanks for being here with me, and I like you so much. Just the way you are, exactly the way you are, everything about you. And I love reading to you. Thank you so much for being here. It makes me so happy. Hey, I'll see you next time. I wonder what book I'll read next time. I can't wait. See you soon. Bye.